So welcome everyone. Today we are looking at two of our women's oils, Clary Sage and ClaryCalm. So ClaryCalm has got Clary Sage as one of the main ingredients, so that's why it's nice to look at them together. So Clary Sage is actually very nicely described. Clary Sage is derived from the Latin meaning clear eyes. Clary Sage, and to see clearly. Medieval monks favored it for eye troubles. So, but it's so interesting that that's what it does, is clear vision. And it obviously is very, very calming, which I'll talk a little bit about. It says here the top properties are anticonvulsant. So again, very calming for someone who has seizures, antiseptic, antispasmodic, nerve tonic, and a tonic. So some of its uses, the sort of properties are balancing, musky, feminine. So its top uses, according to the Essential Life book that I like to refer to, are for endometriosis and breast cancer. You can apply diluted to the breast or take in a capsule to help regulate estrogen. So it really is a very hormone balancing. A lot of our oils are adaptogens, so it's not necessarily going to push your body one way or the other. It's helping your body to balance its own hormones. So it's used for endometriosis and breast cancer, used topically over the breast or in a capsule to regulate estrogen. It's a good breast enlargement. I only found this out this morning, to apply diluted to each breast for natural enlargement. I think I'll have to tell our daughter, she'll be lathering it on. Parkinson's, seizures, and convulsions. Again, applying to the back of the neck to support healthy brain function. So that's something interesting. And in fact, we were talking about oils to help stimulate the vagus nerve, which is our very calming nerve, and Clary Sage is one of those important oils to do so. Childbirth and low milk supply, apply diluted down the spine or over the abdomen to help bring on labor, and apply to each breast for increased lactation. Infertility, prostate, and uterine health, using also in a capsule or applying to the abdomen or uterine reflex points. It's for PMS and menopause, taking a capsule, applying to the abdomen or the bottoms of the feet. And the interesting thing is, PMS is a smaller version of menopause, and so much of what happens in that time just before we menstruate is a clear seeing of what's going on in our lives, where the issues are. We kind of suddenly are reactive to the stuff that might be at the back of our minds normally, that it doesn't sit so well with us, and now suddenly we react very strongly to it. So often we say the things that come up in our PMS time are things that need attention, because otherwise we're going to have to deal with them when we hit menopause. So menopause is just the PMS stuff on a greater scale. So if we can deal with the stuff that comes up in our PMS, we're less likely to have to deal with it. This is the emotional stuff that comes up, the issues in our relationships, the themes that come up for us. And so again, it just feeds back to that clear seeing. So it's very good to take in a capsule or apply on the abdomen or bottoms of the feet for PMS and menopause. And for postpartum depression and anxiety, again, inhaling and diffusing, applying to the heart area and the bottoms of the feet. It's great for hot flashes, combining with water and a few drops of peppermint in a glass spray bottle, and spritz on the back of the neck for cooling relief. So that's a nice one for the menopausal and perimenopausal woman. Pink eye and cataracts, again, for the clear seeing. So applying a drop around, but not in the eye, and taking 1 to 2 drops in a capsule 1 to 2 times a day, applying under the second and third toes, because those are the parts that relate back to our eyes in our reflexology. Insomnia, taking under the tongue or applying to the bottoms of the feet, diffusing at bedtime with bergamot. So I've never thought of doing Clary Sage and bergamot to help with sleep, but you learn something new every day. And the emotional balance is from limited to enlightened. So that's, nice gives us a clear vision of it. And then a little bit from the Advanced Oil Magic book. And it is a salvia, Clary Sage. It's a salvia sclaria. So its top uses are hormone balance, applying to the wrists and behind ears. For PMS, applying to the bottoms of the feet or taking 1 or 2 drops in a capsule. Postpartum depression, as we've discussed, diffusing or applying over the heart area. Abdominal cramps over the abdomen. Pink eye around the edge of the eye. Infertility, applying to the abdomen and uterine reflex points or taking 1 to 2 drops in capsule. And for breast cancer, applying diluted to the breast or taking 1 to 2 drops in a capsule to regulate estrogen. And there's a very nice diffuser blend that's called the Inner Stillness Diffuser Blend, which is 3 drops of Clary Sage, 2 drops wild orange, 2 drops cinnamon, and 1 drop lemon, which sounds quite delicious. And you can also use it as part of your skin oils as well. Your skin serum, you could use Clary Sage in that as well, with geranium, cedarwood. Those are all other lovely oils to add to the basic skin oils, which are your lavender, tea tree, frankincense. So just looking at the Essential Emotions book, Clary Sage is all about clarity and vision. So it just says Clary Sage assists individuals in changing their perceptions. It gives courage to see the truth. One of the finest oils for the brow chakra, Clary Sage dispels darkness and illusion, helping people to see their limiting belief systems. Clary Sage encourages individuals to remain open to new ideas and new perspectives. It can assist during a healing crisis when a drastic change of perspective is required. Clary Sage opens the soul to new possibilities and experiences. So it's all about also opening to creative channels and clearing creative blocks, eliminating distractions. And Clary Sage teaches the spirit how to use its divinely given gifts and is especially helpful in clarifying spiritual vision. It assists in developing the gift of discernment. It invites individuals to expand their vision and accept reality of the spiritual world. So it really is a very beautiful oil, definitely one that I've underused. But I do have it in my our Feminine Flow blend that I make for my Feminine Wisdom courses. And everyone remarks on what a lovely blend that is. It's got Clary Sage, geranium, and cypress to help us to create flow in our lives. So then on to ClaryCalm. ClaryCalm is our woman's monthly blend. It comes in a pre-mixed roller. It's quite strong, to be honest. I've got quite a sensitive skin, and I prefer to pour it out into 2 rollers and then dilute it so it goes further. It's not quite as strong on my skin then. Otherwise, I can sometimes get a little bit of a rash from it or something like that. And I know I'm not alone in that. So its properties are floral, warm, and calming. And it's a blend of Clary Sage, lavender, bergamot, which is a citrus oil, very uplifting, Roman chamomile, lang lang, cedarwood, geranium, fennel, carrot, palmarosa, and vitex. So I don't know vitex at all, but it says here that vitex is distilled from monk's pepper and has been used to treat menstrual health since the days of ancient Greece. So this gentle and safe blend brings harmony by balancing and stabilizing hormones. So its most top uses are hormone balancing, applying to the back of the neck, the abdomen, and bottoms of the feet. So I keep mine next to my bed, actually, and I mostly just at night put a little dab on the inside of my heels, because that's where the uterus reflexology point is, just on the inside of the heel, and I do a little bit over my abdomen. Some people I know keep it next to their toothbrush, and then they do that same sort of little ritual morning and evening. I find when I don't use ClaryCalm, my cycle is about 23 days, which is all far too much on fast forward. When I do use it, it's a nice 27, 28 days. So I can see it immediately when I use it and when I don't. And I don't have to use it a lot. I mean, it lasts forever. It's useful for heavy periods, cramps, and PMS. So if you use it proactively, you're going to have less heavy periods and less intense cramps, but you can also use it reactively if you have got cramps and heavy period, using it over the lower abdomen, also the back of the neck and the bottoms of the feet, or the uterine part, reflex point of the feet. And it will really help with PMS and cramps. I also find it's very helpful for, sometimes when you have the swollen boobs and you feel so sore and so uncomfortable, just putting a little bit on over where it's sore can just sort of calm it almost immediately. For pre and perimenopause, applying to the abdomen, back of neck, and bottoms of the feet. You'll notice a lot of similarities with Clary Sage because it's obviously got Clary Sage in it, plus a whole lot of others. Hot flushes, applying to the abdomen or back of the neck. And some people like to add drops of peppermint to this as well, so that when they use it for hot flushes, they've got the cooling peppermint. Mood swings, applying to the abdomen, back of neck, chest, and bottoms of the feet. ClaryCalm is very calming also to the emotions, so a lot of people find it very helpful for anxiety. So it's not just calming for our hormones, it's calming for anxiety and mood. Skin issues and wounds, applying to the area of concern. Again, it's very calming for that. It's all the things like Roman chamomile, geranium, cedarwood, lavender that it's got in it. And then sex drive and low libido, applying to the abdomen, because it just helps to bring our hormones back into balance. And so that's from Essential Life. And when I look at the advanced oil magic, it's other uses are aphrodisiac, sedative, and sleep issues. So it's calm. That's the amazing thing. It can be aphrodisiac, but also calming. So, and because actually we don't really want to connect and make love or have sex when you're in flight or fright. And when you're in the sympathetic nervous system, you can only do that when you're feeling calm and relaxed and in the parasympathetic nervous system. So top uses are for PMS, and they say apply over wrists and lower abdomen, cramping, hormone balance, just as we discussed, hot flashes, mood swings, self-confidence, inhale from cupped hands and apply to pulse points. So I'd never really thought about it for self-confidence. And then heavy menstruation. And it says this oil of vulnerability helps to ease the fear of rejection and need to constantly meet expectations. It opens a space to feel accepted, nurtured, and enough at any given moment. So this oil of vulnerability helps to ease the fear of rejection and the need to constantly meet expectations. It opens a space to feel accepted, nurtured, and enough in any given moment. And isn't that such an issue for us as women? We constantly feel this need to meet expectations of our family, our friends, our work colleagues, of everyone around us. In fact, we often fill in the blanks that people expect from us when they really don't. So I'm going a little bit more into the essential emotions. It says, ClaryCalm encourages warmth in relationships, stabilizes physical and emotional imbalances, and fosters emotional intimacy. It is a perfect blend for supporting pregnancy and child delivery, as it strengthens the mother-child bond. This blend assists women in accepting their maternal instincts and nurturing qualities. ClaryCalm assists relationships by teaching individuals to be emotionally open and vulnerable. It eases the fear of rejection and encourages individuals to receive true warmth and love in their relationships. It also encourages feelings of empathy for others by reminding them to stay receptive to the thoughts, feelings, and needs of other people. This blend works as a powerful emotional stabilizer, especially during menstruation or menopause. It releases emotional tension within the reproductive organs and helps release expectations of suffering and dread related to the monthly cycle. In short, ClaryCalm encourages emotional intimacy and vulnerability. So there you are, 2 incredible oils to really support us in the different areas and times of our lives, from PMS to menopause to any hormone imbalanced issues. So please let me know if there are any questions. Clary Sage is also a lovely one to diffuse, and using Clary Sage and lavender and melissa or lime together, some of the properties are very good, nice vagal nerve stimulator. So that's enhances our calming. So Clary Sage, lavender, and lime or melissa in a diffuser, or even making a roller out of them, using them on some of our pulse points can be very helpful. Just give a moment for any questions. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all next week.